So the first thing that we are going to do is you need to make your project directory with Mictor API project. Then you need to cd into API project and create one file, your index.html file, which is where we're going to write all of our code for today. In the index.html file, when you open it up, you're going to need to put a few HTML tags in there. A head tag and a body tag. The head tag is where all the styles go, and the body tag is where all the HTML elements that you want to appear on the page are going to go. And right now, we're only going to put an H1 that says API project. And then below that, we're going to make an image with an ID of GIF or GIF or whatever you call it. I'm fine with either of those. And a source equal to an empty string. Now, we're going to update this in a second. But for the time being, this is all you really need to do. In the style section, I'm also going to style my H1 just to make sure it works. I'm going to give it a color of tomato, just to be weird. And we're going to call it there. So this is really all the boilerplate code you need to get started for today. This is really all we're going to do in terms of HTML. We'll add like maybe one or two other things, but that's basically it. The rest of the code we're going to write today is going to be JavaScript. So make sure you have this down and we'll talk in a second. Once you have this set up, let's talk about the project we're actually going to be building right now. So in our Slack channel, in our Slack class, I'm going to change over to the Intro to Programming class. Now, you guys have a lot of fun with this Slack channel, and understandably so, because there's a feature in here that's actually really cool. It's one of my favorite features of Slack. If you type in /GIPHY and then any word, it will search up random GIFs. If I type in /GIPHY, and then it's something like, well, we have a dog right here. Let's go with cat. It'll give you a GIF, a random GIF. And if you click shuffle, it'll shuffle it up to other random GIFs. Cool, that's a cat burrito. Nice. Kitty. There's the Nyan cat, American Nyan cat. We have a cat with a shopping cart. So you can pretty much find whatever GIF you want, and this feature right here is what we're actually going to build today. So we're going to recreate this exactly as we see here. This functionality somebody coded in, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So what we're going to do is we're going to search for random GIFs according to a particular title or keyword, and then we're going to make it appear on our page. So right now, if you look at our page, you should only have a header that says API project, and it should probably be styled. Cool. Its color is tomato. Lovely. Now, we're going to write a little bit of JavaScript here that is going to make sure that whenever we click a button, which I'm actually going to put in right now, button, and it's going to say create a GIF, or maybe search for a GIF. You could write whatever you want in there, or find a GIF. Let's go with that. Whenever we click this button, we want to run some JavaScript code that is going to find a GIF according to a search term that we pick and make it appear on the page. The way to do that, if we want our page to be interactive, we need to include a script tag. And a script tag will allow us to write some JavaScript that updates, changes, and adds functionality to our page. Now, the way we've learned how to do this before, if you remember from the taco selector lab, the way we learn how to do this, when you click a button, is we run a function. And a function in JavaScript is written like this, function, and then the name of the function, which we're going to call getGiPhyData. So you write the word function, the name of your function, and then 2 parentheses and 2 squiggly brackets like that. And then the code we're going to write is going to be inside this getGiPhyData function. To make this function run as soon as we click the button, we come here and we say onClick equals, and then we say the name of the function, which is getGiPhyData, and we put those 2 parentheses to call the function. That means whenever we click this button from now on, it will run this JavaScript code, which will hopefully in the future go get a bunch of data from Giphy and then put that GIF right where this image is supposed to go. So I'm going to give you some time right now to copy this into your Cloud9, and we'll talk in a second. See you later, Joshua.